You know, this is what. Yeah, I'm not playing. They need to stop that war. That war is destroying the lives of our future generation. And I wish if I could just sprinkle a magic just dust to kind of change everybody' perception of what they believe is going on. The bridge, the Baltimore Bridge. I mean, it's gonna get worse. And we're supposed to be in this together. I am job searching. And I've been job searching for months. When I say months, I've been job searching since May of 2000. And what year we in? We in 24. So I've been job searching since May 2023, right? I'm not really exhausted from job searching. I'm mostly disappointed in how most of these employers are responding to my situation illegally. There's a lot of illegal things going on in the working world. And I said, I'm going to use my YouTube account to discuss job searching information. And I try to come on this platform um, and to be myself as uniquely as possible while God is leading me. But it's very difficult to speak about my current situation without me crying. So yesterday was my 43rd birthday. Yesterday, I turned 43. Woohoo! Right? I'm grateful to have lived, or live, or is living. I don't know what to say. Am I grateful to be alive? Are you grateful to be alive? Just look at how the world is just crumbling into pieces. They said the first victim of the Baltimore Bridge was a Hispanic guy. He was a human being, right? Then we got a whole bunch of other travesty that's going on around the world. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And we, as a nation, we got to remember that we're all equal, even though the world is going to divide us, because that's what the Bible kind of predict all the stuff that's going on. The Bible already predicted. It's just that the Bible is fulfilling its prophecy. There's a lot of stuff that I'm reading in the Bible, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, damn, why they didn't tell me this when I was growing up? Or why they trying to hide this from the world? Like, we really got to really sit down and think about that. Why would you try to hide the truth from the world? If there's something that's coming up, like the Euphrates River, remember that? The Euphrates River, they told us that it was going to dry up. In the Bible, it says it, right? And what's going on with the Euphrates River? It's drying up right now. So, and then the Bible also discuss division. There's going to be an antichrist. It's going to be somebody that's going to come and basically don't see that we're all one and going to help in bringing us down as humans. It's out there. They don't want us to tell the truth, and anybody that comes and try to tell the truth, these people just miraculously end up missing. I pray to my Father that even though He's going to use me to speak, I don't want nobody coming for me. Don't come for my life. Don't come for my children's life. Don't come for my future. Like right now, my future is on hold. My future is on hold. And I don't think it has anything to do with me speaking up. It don't have nothing to do with me speaking up. But it has something to do with a lot of conspiracy theory. It's a lot of things that's going on behind our backs that we don't really have any knowledge about. Like the experiences that I'm going through, I wouldn't know. I I didn't know that all this stuff about this sneeze. I didn't know that all this stuff exists until I start going through it, right? We know about discrimination. We know about racism. We know about segregation. We know about all of that. But it's not, you're not going to really feel what it is to be discriminated against until after it start happening to you. And then that's when you're going to say, something ain't right. We got to put a stop to this. Period. Like, we have to literally put a stop to discrimination, because if not, we're actually going to be a part of why the world is not going to revolve, or whatever the case may be, for lack of a better word. We have to put a stop to this, right? Because if we don't, then we're all doomed. Like your entire future is gone. Even though, look, I don't know if I'm gonna have grandkids. You don't know if you're gonna have grandbabies. They still have to live in this world, whether we're here or not. Our grandbabies still gotta be here. So if you, as a human being, because it's in the Bible, if you're gonna sit there, see something, and don't say nothing, then you're a part of why the world is falling down. Do you want to go in front of your creator with that heavy, heavy, heavy situation on your shoulder? Because I saw this little boy, and it made me so sad. He's not my skin color, but he's still a child. He's still a human being. You know what I mean? And it that kind of opened up more of a portal for me to say, we got to speak about this. We got to speak about this. You got people, and the person that was interviewing the guy, the little boy, he looked like he about 10, 11 years old. I have a 9 year old. So he's sitting there crying, wiping his eyes, you know what I mean? And the person asked him, "How did your father die?" And he said, "Airstrike." Airstrike. You know what that means? When I hear the word airstrike, that means that somebody, a little demon, that has the power to have money, that's participating in this world hate, have the evil audacity to go up into something big, an airplane, a helicopter, whatever, and just, this is what they do. Airstrike. This is what I say. This is the kid. This is the kid. This is a representation of the kid. Oh, this is too big. That's just enough. It's the kid down there playing with his friends. La 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 la. Or he probably sleeping. He probably was sleeping. We don't know what he was doing. And then here come the airstrike. Boom, 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 boom. What happened? What happened to him? What happened to his dad? His dad was wiped off the planet from an airstrike, right? Why are these people, why is anybody allowing this to continue? I have no power. I feel powerless. I feel like, okay, but I'm not here to cry today. I can't cry. I cannot cry. I have to be strong. I literally have to be strong. I have to be strong. I have to be strong. Remember Pearl Harbor? Remember Pearl Harbor? I don't know much about American history because I'm not an American. I'm trying not to cry, but it's so difficult talking. It is so difficult talking about this without me tearing up, because I'm going through anxiety and I'm going through depression. So this is a part of what people with anxiety and depression have to deal with. They have to deal with, and my anxiety is coming from the fear of the unknown, right? I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I don't know. I don't know if anybody gonna come and do a hair strike, or we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna continue to allow this nonsense to go on. And why? When we are the people, we're the one that's allowing these people to do these things. If a lot more people would stand up, you know, I'm trying not to cry. If a lot more people would stand up and address these issues that's going on, then we'll shut down the economy. The bridge, you know what I mean? The bridge, the Baltimore Bridge, that could shut where I'm in. I'm in California. That could shut down everything. You know what I mean? Because all I heard them say was the president was, I guess they like, oh, we're gonna make sure that the bridge is built fixed. Like, y'all making sure that the bridge is fixed because you guys want to continue that passageway, commodity, you know what I mean, goods and services. Y'all want to make sure that that line of money keep going, but y'all not y'all. What? First of all, why did y'all build a bridge over over the ocean or the whatever that was? Why did they like, these people are so desperate into making money that they're willing to sacrifice people's life unknowingly, but they know that something tragic could happen with that bridge. Something tragic could happen with that bridge. Oh, see, 80 billion words? That's a lot. So they have to hurry up and fix it. Correct? They have to hurry up and fix that. Because what is this in my breast? A fork. Why is this fork in my shirt? I have no idea. I think I was getting ready to eat something because I'm washing, I'm cleaning, I'm getting ready to do something with my hair. But $80 billion a year, or not even dollars, that's 80 billion worth of goods per year. Wow. So the way how the bridge looked, because I'm not from Baltimore, I'm looking at it. It looked like it was currently built, but it's been since 1977. Now that's a long time. That's an old bridge. But why did the dude went under there, and why did his cargo got stuck? See, we don't know the answer to those. You know what I mean? It's old. It's old. And you know what? In reality, okay, it's like when you driving on the freeway, they tell you how high a truck could pass through a tunnel or whatever the case may be. I mean, that didn't that didn't ring a bell to them. Like, okay, let's not build this thing too high because we got to go under the bridge. Let's not think. I mean, it's like, was y'all really thinking about people, or was they thinking about um what was they thinking about? What was they really thinking about? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna blame. It's not no blame game. It's not calling it the blame game. Oh yeah. So the ship lost its power. But my thing is this: how did it get itched? I mean, how did it clip the bridge? It lost power, so maybe the captain couldn't steer it the right way. How did it clip? How did I watch? I saw the video, but I haven't really seen. I just seen little snippets of it. Cause now I joined ABC Live on my TikTok, and that's where I saw the video at. But I haven't seen it on the news. You know what I mean? It was. I saw at first. I saw because it was in darkness. Whoever, I don't know. It's like I saw the thing going under the bridge, and then I saw the lights flickering. Oh, you saw different angles. I didn't. I just saw one, just straight, going straight in. And I saw when the smoke came. You know what I mean? And then they said six family have been impacted. So six people died. I and then I'm dealing with this over here on this line. I'm dealing with discrimination. I'm dealing with I'm dealing with everything in the Bible that you could think of that's negative towards somebody that's trying to grow. I know they still down there, and they said they got there at 6 o'clock in the morning. But the first responders is the one that probably stop a lot of other bad tragedy from happening, and then maybe people that probably saw what was getting ready to unfold. They probably stop a lot of things. But my family is a part of everybody's family because at the end of the day, we're all one. Correct? We're all one. It doesn't have nothing to do with skin color. And I just hope that all these things is supposed to be bringing us together, right? But why does it have to take tragedy, something tragic that happens to bring us all together? We're going to wait until something disgusting happen, right? To where we're not even going to be able to recognize ourselves. Just like it says, we're not going to be able to even differentiate, like, because it's going to be so much bad things that's going to be happening back to back to back. This fallen bridge is one problem, but it's many more to come, right? It's many more to come. So my question is, what are we going to do to fix this problem? There's a problem that's going on. I just want to know what was in them containers. I know a big screen TV probably was in there. I just want to know what was in the containers. You know, I don't want to assume that, but it's just listen to it. Listen to that. Why did it happen in the first place? Why didn't just business as usual flow through? Why did the engine have to shut down or whatever the case may be? Why did that have to happen? Right? The whole time this man was selling, engine was working just fine. But as soon as he get to the bridge, we got to really think, like, what is the logics behind that? There's something behind that we don't really know about. We don't know a lot of things. A lot of things. I got an Obama phone. Don't laugh at me. I got an Obama phone, right? Switching the subject. I got an Obama phone. It's my Obama phone here. Nice little touchscreen little phone. It was working. I just got it last week because I'm job searching. And I got the phone. I'm like, oh, a Motorola. That's a good one. I feel like I came up. Like, yeah, I'm going to finally have it to where I could check my voicemail with no problem. I'm going, easy access to the phone. Just decided that it wants to turn off on its own. Somebody changed my password to my voicemail without my permission. So I don't even have access to checking my own voicemail. So see, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And I just found out today that I cannot make any phone call. I was trying to make a phone call and ain't nothing going on. I mean, my voicemail would probably go through. I don't know. Let's see.
Your phone has been deactivated. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Para español, marca dos.
And this is this is right after I tried to check my voicemail. So I'm like, wait, then my phone got deactivated because I tried to check my voicemail and I didn't know my password, so they shut the phone down. I don't know. But I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I want my own. I want to have a job to where I could pay my own phone bill, right? So most of the time when I get on here, like yesterday was my birthday. I just probably ran a live about me cooking my crab boil and blah blah blah, and then I get off, right? Today I'm talking about a whole different subject. I am multi-subject. I could be sitting here talking about the rain, and then I'll switch to the snow, and then I'll switch to the pirates, then I'll switch to racism, then I'll switch to segregation, then I'll go to discrimination, and then when I feel like, okay, I done got all this stuff off my chest. I'm finna end my life. And that's just what I do. I try to be as positive as possible. They say to stay positive when you're going through something. So I try to stay as positive as possible. On Thursday, last week Thursday, I basically had a turn down from a job. It was paying pretty good per hour. I am a teacher, not by me, but God chose for me to teach because there's many ways that I could teach. I could teach right here on YouTube. I could teach in a classroom. I have my bachelor's in early childhood education, so I'm mostly going towards little children. That's my goal. My goal. So I have to be positive to the best of my capability, right? Yesterday I had a little kid. He said he's 10 years old. He was watching my live and he was telling me that his dog is dead and his grandma was in the hospital. So stuff like that, it's like if somebody has somebody that they could reach out to and just speak to them briefly, whether it's through this channel or whatever channel it may be, it's all good. Because sometimes when I'm going through what I'm going through, if I could have just one person to just say something to and for them to just listen to me, I would gladly appreciate that. But I'm beyond that level. I'm beyond the level of trying to explain my situation to people. I don't want no sympathy. I don't want no sympathy. I just want to bring awareness to a lot of things that I see that is not right. And if you see something that is not right, you ought to say something. And that's what I'm doing. On on the February the 16th. No. No, this is a lie. November. In November, I've been job searching since last year. So in November I got this job offer. I got excited. I'm like, ooh, $27 an hour. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling confident because I lost my job due to me not being able to take my breaks. Like they wouldn't give me my 10-minute break by law. I had to fight them for my 10-minute break. I got exhausted. I got tired from fighting for my break. So until I said, you know what? I don't know about y'all, but I can't. My body can't deal with this no more. You know what I mean? And then the day I lost my job, I lost my vehicle. I lost my car. I had a 2019 Kia, and I put my car payment in the U.S. Postal Service, and they never delivered my mail. So then that created, because remember, I already owe money. You know what I mean? So what I was trying to do was I was trying to catch up with my payment. So, and it's like, why you didn't do it online? I didn't do it online because I didn't have an online account. It's just a lot of reasons why I didn't do it online, but I just felt more comfortable taking it to the post office, buying the money order, and sending it in the mail, putting a stamp on there. They never, the post office never delivered my mail. The car dealership told me they never got the letter. And I remember it was pouring down rain. I remember getting out of my vehicle, parking right there by the post office, getting out the car, getting wet, knowing for sure that I dropped it off because I'm not stupid. And I called the company. I don't even know what made me decide to call them. I think I called them because they've been emailing me telling me that my payment is late or blah 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 blah. So I finally decided to call them, and when I call them, they say they have not received my mail. But my thing is this: even though I told Kia that I mailed off, basically it was $1,000, and then in November I had paid like $400. This happened in January, so I'm like, even though I told them that I put my payment in the postal service, it wouldn't dawn on them to say, okay, this lady is struggling. You know, at least she's trying. Let's just see what we could do to help her because everybody's going through a rough time. No, what they did was they basically popped up at my job. So they start stalking me. They popped up at my job. That day I was supposed to have went on somewhere with somebody, because I'm job searching. So I was supposed to have meet up with somebody at 12:30 because I said when I would go on my lunch break, it's like networking. So I was basically networking, and here go my keys. I'm not lying. This was my car. This was the car that I was paying for, right here. And they came. I went outside. I went outside to drive the car to meet up with somebody. And when I got there, I looked. I said, "Oh my God, somebody stole my car." Because they're stealing a lot of Kias. So I'm like, Kia of Carson, I want to thank you so much for coming to pick that raggedy car up. Because you know what? Kia is it's on the market anyways. So thank y'all. But then again, they send me a bill after they pick the car up. They send me a bill for $4,000. Why are you putting that on my name, Kia? But that's another discussion that I'm not going to talk about right here because that's not what I'm here for, right? But it's just to build up to what led me to job searching, right? So I went inside. I had to call the person that I was going to meet up with and tell them, look, I'm not going to be able to make it because, I don't know what happened to my car. Hold on. It's some, it's some noise. I'm hearing noise. So, mm-mm. Anyways, so I had to call them, right? And tell them I'm not going to be able to make it or whatever. At that point, I said, okay, I'm going to go back into the place where I work and I'm going to tell them what's going on with me. When I got there, I spoke to, thank you, my grandma. My grandma, they told me I stole it from my granny. But she died in 2008 or she died in 2012. My memory is not, it's not keeping up with dates anymore. It's keeping up with the times and what's going on. I was supposed to have got my hair done for my birthday. Mommy, that's not funny. It's not funny. Thank you. I'm 43. 43 and going through a lot of things. My niece came over here to my apartment. She was baking some cookies. Okay, what did he do? What? I did nothing. I did nothing. I just stayed here because inside here people was not feeling so well. So I didn't really enjoy my birthday. My kids, they made me this sign up here. They made me that little happy birthday sign. See, I'm 43. Yes. So I call myself making a right. I call myself making a crab boil. I ate some of it and then I got up this morning and I ate the rest for my breakfast today. I think all that's left in the pot is probably a corn and a couple pieces of shrimp. You know what I mean? But look, after I realized that my car was gone, I go to tell my the owner of the facility, like, look, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay here today because I'm not feeling so well. First of all, my wallet was in my car. I had just bought me a Michael Kors perfume for my birthday in March. So March, April, May. I only do choo choo spray and I'm done. I don't really use a lot of perfume. So the bottle was like basically full. I have my kids' shoes that was underneath the seat. It was a couple of other things that was in the car. So it's like my brain took an immediate hit when I realized that my car was not outside anymore. I thought it was stolen because prior to that they had busted the window of the vehicle trying to steal the car on many occasions, but for some reason it wouldn't work. So I called somewhere. I think I called 911. But at that point, I didn't know what to do. Yeah, that's my TikTok. Right. I didn't know what to do, and they told me that I forgot what they told me, but then maybe the next day I called to check to see, if they located my car or whatever the case may be. Oh, they told me they was gonna have the police came out. I sat there and I waited for about 3 hours for the police to come and make the police report so I could report my car stolen. I'm like, look, at this point, I called the person, like, I told somebody to come and pick me up because I was feeling so weak mentally, physically, emotionally. I said, nah, I can't sit here and teach these kids feeling like the way I'm feeling because I am an authentic, real teacher. I have a passion for what I do. I love what I do. So after that, now I went on. I ended up going somewhere and I ate some Jamaican food because that's Jamaica I come from. So then I came home and I was feeling so despondent. I was feeling less than a woman. I was feeling so bad about what happened to me. You know what I mean? So till I'm like, I'm gonna just close myself under some blankets and just go to sleep. And I think that's what I did. The next day I went to work. The next day I went to work. That's probably this phone. The next day I went to work and I was late. I was late. I was late. Yeah, I turned it up and I clicked the mic because I had muted the mic for a little bit. I was late for work, and when I got there, I was supposed to be at work at 8:30, and I got there at 9:02. So here comes this little demon that hired me. She calling me while I'm working with the kids. First of all, you're not supposed to be harassing me. I know my law. So she calling me. What happened? You know, what's going on? And I'm like, what do you mean what's going on? Because at that point I'm pissed. Like, bruh, like, do you know what I have to go through to get here? I caught the bus. I got on the bus, and because I was so down and out, I went on the bus and I fell asleep on the bus going north, and I missed my stop. I ended up having to catch the bus going to the opposite end, right? So when I got on the bus going to the opposite end, I'm not gonna stay long. I'm not gonna stay long because my kids they're back. I said let me go live when my kids is not in the inside my apartment. I go live, but since they're inside, I try not to do too much live because I don't want them feeling like this is all I do. But I'm only going live because I am going through a whole bunch of things, mentally, emotionally. Yeah. So, he said. So I got on the bus, right, and yeah, so I got on the bus and I fell asleep, and because at first I was daydreaming. I'm like, damn, why my life going like this? And I fell asleep, and then I got on the bus coming the opposite way, and then that bus detoured. I remember going live on Facebook that day, because I'm like, where is this bus going? And I know that I'm running late. So I just continue going because I'm like, bro, like at this point, it's out of my control. There's nothing I could do. I got off at the stop where I'm supposed to get off at. So by the time I get to the job, I was like, what, 32 minutes late. You know what I mean? I knew that I was late. I came in and I told my supervisor why I was late, and I explained to her, this is the reason. I already explained to my supervisor why am I late. Why do I have to sit here and explain myself to the boss? Like, who are you? So, and then it led up to with a bunch of other things. Remember, I have to go to war with these people. How, that airplane sound like it's right on top of my nose. And I have to go to war with these people about my break. So we've been going back and forth, not getting along. But I just still decided to go here because you know what? When I go to work, I'm not working for myself. And the parents, the kid, I was close to the parents, like in a respectful way, but they was trying to keep the parents away from me because I'm one of them teacher that I would tell you like, bro, I'm not getting my break. So, my bad. These airplanes is disconnecting and reconnecting. I can't wait to get out of here. I feel like I'm in hell. I literally feel like I'm in hell. I'm sitting here. I'm just sitting here at home, getting old and fat. But anyways, I'm going to finish my story. I'm going to finish my story. My connection is bad. I'm going to finish my story. When I had my full-time job, I could have went live anywhere. I could have did I could have did anything I wanted to do because I was independent. I was free from government public assistance. I was free from everything. But see, when you lose, you sit here, and I'm not a bad person. You know what I mean? I go out, I enjoy myself. I don't party a lot, and the thing that comes with the party, I don't do too much either. I'm just chill. I'm just chill. Everything I do, I'm chill. Like right now, I'm going through a lot and I'm just chilling. I'm chilling and I'm waiting on God's timing because it's not about me anymore. It's about my creator, who he created me to be, and why am I still alive? Why am I still here? Look at this. Look at this. You cannot get by without this. Look at it. Ooh, the ghetto bird. Ooh, the ghetto bird. Annoying. It's so freaking annoying. You can't even come outside and be at peace. There's no peace here. They say no justice, no peace. Oh God. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep my head up. It's very difficult. Like today, it was a queen bee. My son brought a queen bee to me, but I thought I could save it. I don't know. I tried to go get some flowers and it didn't work out. I'm looking at the spot where I left it. I'm gonna go down there later on and see if it survived. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that queen bee survived. It's a lot of bees that's dying at the shoreline. Like when I go to the beach a lot, and I see nothing but dead bees, and I'm like, the air quality is bad. Not even the bees is freaking surviving this world. Isn't that horrible? So if the bees are dying, the birds are dying, who else is gonna be dying? Humans, definitely, because everything, believe it or not, just like it says we all are connected in the circle of life, and I believe that with the fullness of my heart, that everything works interchangeably together, believe it or not. Without the bees, we're not going to be alive. Without the birds, we need the birds to survive. We need the birds so we can live. The birds need us, of course, but we need the birds more than anything. We need bees, we need all them insects, butterflies. We need them, but they're dying. They're dying. Everything is dying. Everything is dying. So, with you knowing that everything is dying, including humans, what are some changes that you're going to do to help with the little bit of what we got left of this planet? AI is getting ready to take over everything. And what is AI? Artificial intelligence. And what is artificial intelligence? Everything that is mechanical, that is not human, that could move, that could think like a human, like computer, phones, these little machines that they're making. There's a lot of machines that they making, y'all. They making. Did y'all know that they have China got a blanket that they could, and I feel like, to me, that's stupid. That's stupidity. They just don't know what to do with this knowledge. Remember, we're not supposed to use our knowledge and use it as a weapon. I have a lot of supervisors that use their knowledge as a weapon towards me. And who was watching them? God was watching them destroying me. So when I saw that video today, I saw that little boy crying. And he said, they asked him what happened to you and who did this to you. And somebody did an airstrike. And the man asked him, who did this to you? And who don't they think that they got to answer to a higher authority? Don't they think that they got to answer to a higher authority? I think so. It is. Look at that. Damn. I want to get on one of them. I want to get on one of them. Yeah, the invisibility cloak. My thing is this. Why they, it's like they coming up with all type of things to destroy your own, like you're destroying your own brother, like you coming up with something too. Why don't you do that to freaking aliens that's getting ready to attack this planet? Why don't they go do that? But you using your invisibility cloak, you're gonna use that, and then they say, oh, this is good for people that's at war. Like, so that means you're telling me that people that's out there, you're gonna be blindsided by with this invisibility cloak, that you're not even gonna know what hit you, but it's really somebody that's standing right in front of you with a rifle. You know what I mean? And you could just destroy a whole bunch of lives that way. Why do that? We're all one. We're all humans. Why they can't see that? Why they cannot see that? It's like they're being blinded, like money. Something is blinding these indie. Just shut up, I have to be positive. Something is blinding these. I don't even think that they're humans anymore. I don't know what these things are that's operating and creating things. It's like you have the power to create something fantastic. Great. Don't create something that's going to do. You're going to really allow the Bible to fulfill. Remember, it's in the Bible. It says we humans, we're going to be the one that's going to ultimately build something that's going to destroy us all. And what are they doing? They're allowing AI to think for them. And look, AI is going to think for us, right? Because at the end of the day, AI is addicted to itself. You get that? We're addicted to AI, but AI is addicted to itself because AI know. See how much airplanes fly over here? It's one going that way over my head, and it's one over here. Look at that. By the seconds. By the seconds. And I'm playing around here. Money making machine, and I'm not included. I'm being discriminated against. But it's all good. I ain't tripping. It's all good. I'm just thinking of this as a learning process. It's like, what can you learn from what you've gone through, and what can you share with the world so others could learn the same thing too? And that's where I'm at. You see my gray hair? You see my gray hair? No, you see my hair. It's like, Toledo, what you gonna do with this? You gonna walk around with this? I don't know what to do. I ain't tripping. Hey. It's all good. I'm not tripping. I'm just gonna sit here and whatever it is that I'm going through, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna talk about what I'm going through because remember, life is not promised. Like with me, it's seconds. You know what I mean? It's not guaranteed that I'm gonna be alive. It's not guaranteed that you're gonna be alive. So while you're alive, it's like, what is it that you're going to do that's positive, that's gonna keep the world evolving, revolving, or whatever the case may be. So after I lost that job right there, I'm gonna go back to the car situation. After I lost my job, of course, I almost lost my mind again. It's so easy to lose your mind because we're going through so much, but it's so much that our brains could take, right? At one point, I had lost a lot of weight, but I didn't gain it back. I gained a whole lot back. I think I gained back too much. I didn't got too big, but the summer is coming. I'm getting ready to lose it again. This is Toledo. This is me. All this weight I done gained. All this is gut with no butt. Yeah, this is me from away from away from the camera. That's me. You know what I mean? Yes, that's Toledo. That's me, right? But I done been through so much. I got molested on 3 separate occasions from the age of 8. When I was 8 years old, I got molested for the first time. I didn't know what to do. I'm like, what the hell is happening to me? Is this somebody dick in my coochie? I was 8. 11, at that point, I'm like, is this happening again? And then 13, I'm like, look, I'm sick of this. Because this is not supposed to be happening to me. By 13, I decided to go to the law. But yeah, I've been through a lot. I've been through abuse. I've been through a whole lot of things. But the worst thing that you could ever go through as a human being, and it's nothing compared to my molestation, is discrimination. That's the very worst thing because even my molestation, I felt powerless. But at some point, I had some type of power. But discrimination, you feel powerless, no power, no power. So I'm here to bring awareness to a lot of things, not just molestation. It's also discrimination, segregation, and hypocrisy. All these other things that's going on. I'm learning the terminology. I don't really know them. I'm learning the terminology. I don't really know much. I'm not super intelligent, but I just know that I could speak from what I know. I could speak from my experiences, and if I could save a life or two, I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak up. That's why I'm now doing this. If you see something, say something. And that's what I'm about. If I see something, I'm going to say something. Like right now, I'm going through discrimination. 2016, I went to court for a DUI. 2016, I was charged for aid and abetting the exhibition of the speed of an officer. Totally opposite, different from what I went into court with. Found out that I went into court with count one, which is the DUI refusal. Refusal, not saying that I was under the influence, but because I refused to get tested, they throw that on my record. Okay, that's one thing that's going to stop us from then. Oh Lord, again. Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's how the devil works. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm getting ready to end this live because I've been on here for almost an hour. So my kids, they're inside, and my neighbors' kids are here too. Okay, so I'm getting ready to get off. I'm getting ready to get off this live right here. But in 2022, so this is 2024. I'm job searching. I don't went as far as, like I said. That's what got me to go live just now. Cause I'm like, why am I being denied employment? So I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Let me sit down right here real quick. It's cold. I'm cold. I'm cold. So by 2000, I'm like, I'm job searching, right? And in November, I got this offer. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm about to start working. I'm family. I'm gonna get my own phone. I'm gonna be off the county. No more food stamps. I'm getting excited, like happy, like yay. All that for them to tell me, like, this is months later. You're gonna tell me some dumb crap. You're gonna tell me that, oh, yeah, something came up. What came up? What came up, psycho? Thank you. What came up? What came up? Something came up. You got a hit on your name. Like, bruh, like I'm not a criminal. Stop treating me like I'm a freaking criminal. So I go and I gave them my criminal record statement because every job that I go to, I have to fill out a criminal record statement. And I'm not a criminal. I got charged for a crime that I didn't commit. So I'm bringing awareness to a lot of things. You know what I mean? The more I talk about my situation, the more maybe other people will feel like, okay, like you're going through something similar, so what are you doing about it? It's like, okay, I'm going through what I'm going through, but what am I doing about it to make sure that my children don't go through what I go through, or to make sure that I don't continue to go through what I'm going through? And that's the process that nobody's teaching me. I have to learn that on my own. And who's doing it? God is with me. He's here with me, watching me going through the torture, and not really, but he, remember consciously where he located in our mind. So he's the devil. So we battling spiritual warfare. We battling discrimination. We battling segregation. We battling hypocrisy, gentrification, genocide. We battling a whole lot of things. And at the end of the day, we gotta stay alive. Now, tell me, isn't that difficult to do? Very difficult. Especially now we battling inflation. Now they done high rise the price of everything. Everything is too much. Food is expensive. Like I didn't really enjoy my birthday because I'm like, man, I'm unemployed. So the little money that I do have, I can't really spend that on enjoyment. I gotta make sure that, yeah, I gotta make sure that, like, okay, like spend as much as you can, but remember, you got the kids. They not in school. They on spring break. They gonna need food. You can't give them noodles. I don't give my kids them noodles. They get cooked meal every day. Today we had a grilled cheese sandwich, and then of course I ate the crab for my birthday. But tomorrow, what are we gonna eat? You know what I mean? So I live for today, and I'm not supposed to be anxious about tomorrow. But at some point, yeah, everything is taxed. Everything is taxed. Tax this, tax that, tax this, tax that. And we're allowing this to go on. We're allowing, because remember, we the people, we're the one we're supposed to be more organized, and we're supposed to be communicating, and hey, look, something ain't right. We shouldn't be. If the world was shut itself, if we could shut down this whole economy, right? But we're not gonna do it because we're so into this worldly thing. I don't know what it is. We into something else, and I'm not into the world because my kids gotta live here. My children have to live here. When I am gone, when God decides to call me home, whether God riding with me or not, when He ready for me to say, look, Talita, just like how He took that man, that the one that was getting ready to go on the bridge, or just like that, He could say, look, bro, like you done did 43 years. It was terrible. It was rough, but you did it. It's time for you to come home, my love. When God make that statement, ain't no turning back for me. It's nothing I could do. So what we got to do, we got to instill. It's basically equity. We got to pass this on. It's like my equity that I have. I might not have the physical form of equity, like the house, the car, the money, but I have wisdom. You know what I mean? So what do? I have to pass on my wisdom to my children, not only to my children, but to whoever watches my live. So I might not hit my kids with this, but I might get to an adult mind and say, hey, you know what she's saying is kind of right. But normally, thank you. Normally, I get on here and I'll talk about, I'll give job searching tip. So I'm getting ready to end my live, and my tip that I'm going to offer to whoever, Brian, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you. And what I'm gonna say is I went to a job interview on, okay, so even though I lost that job, they took the job back from me after a month of me going through the whole employment process. They just took tell me like sending me about some bureau something, and I'm like, bro, like, you're not supposed to be giving me a job and taking it back just because y'all see something on my record. My record was expunged. I'm not a criminal, but I'm being criminalized as if I am a criminal. And this is what I got to go through. You got criminals out there that's making more money than me, way more money than me, much love, way, way more money than me, and they're getting by with no problem. Me, I ain't never commit a crime, never. And look what I got to go through. I got to be discriminated against for something that is expunged and not even on my record. So it's like I'm bringing awareness to a lot of things that I see that's not right. They say you see something, say something. Yeah, they did. They told me that the reason why they took the job back, basically, I sound ghetto, but they said because of what they saw on my record. You can't do that. That's illegal. But where's my lawyer at? I don't have one. So they're gonna continue their life, and I'm gonna continue mine as well. Am I going to continue to be met by this discrimination thing? Am I going to be continue to be met by this when all this is going on while inflation is high? I want to move from where I'm at because it's too violent over here. My kids are being exposed to all kind of nastiness. I see men over there peeing on the sidewalk. I see people dead bodies. I'm seeing too many violence. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like I'm stuck right here and I can't move. Everywhere you move to, you're going to see this violence. But it's like, if I go into Beverly Hills, I ain't going to see this. I ain't going to see that. But how am I going to get into Beverly Hills if I can't even get a job? How am I going to get into any nice building if I cannot get a job? And it's not like I'm not job searching. When I was first going through my anxiety, my depression, it was I didn't even want to job search. I didn't want to brush my teeth. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to bathe. I didn't want to comb my hair. I could care less about a whole bunch of things. But God showed me what to do when my doctor was trying to prescribe this medication. Nah, I got you. And he showed me what to do. And I healed myself without my doctor's prescription, and I am just fine. But guess what? When God healed me from what I was going through, He brought me back as a stronger version of myself. And sometimes I'm like, bro, like I don't even know what I'm capable of doing. But I got more intelligent. I started learning how to do hair. So he like, I'm gonna hook you up. You gonna learn how to do a little something, something while you waiting on your little job, because they gonna discriminate against you. So he placed me in a different position mentally, right? I am better. I'm reading more. I'm reading the Bible more, and I'm learning a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm learning about David in the Bible. I'm learning about a whole bunch of people. And I look at their story and I look at my story and I'm like, oh my God, we're similar. You're going through the same, you went through what I went through. No, you went through what I'm going through. It might not be the same because we didn't have technology then, but it was a lot of time to look at Jesus before he was born. Nowhere, no room in the inn. Like he had to be born in a freaking stable or whatever you want to call that. You know what I mean? With the donkeys. Hee-haws. With the hee-haws. So discrimination been going on for a long time. And it's time for it to end. It's time for us to put a stop to discrimination. If we don't put a stop to discrimination, we are going to destroy the entire world. We're going to destroy the entire universe. So, my job tip, and I'm going to get off now, is when I went on to my job interview on Friday, they asked me a question in Spanish. They asked me two questions in Spanish. And preferably, they would like for you to answer it in Spanish. But I don't speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So that could be another way of discriminating against me, low key. They probably gonna let me go through the whole process, and then at the end, you know what I mean. But then they have, they also have teachers that's not Spanish speakers that's leading the classroom as well. So I hope to God that I get to be a leader and not a follower, because I could lead. I went on one of my live and I showed people all the stuff that I have, but this on Meta. I have a backpack. I'm ready to work. I went and bought me a printer. You know what I mean? I'm ready. I'm over my anxiety. I'm not over my depression because I'm unemployed, so it triggers my depression up and down. It's like when I see that the Obama phone just got shut off, you know what I mean, and I'm job searching, that will trigger anybody. You know what I mean? It'll make you depressed. So it's a lot of things that's contributing to my depression. But my anxiety, I'm over it. I used to get up. I used to get up, look through my window, and like telling my kids, like the police is outside, they coming for me. That's where I was at mentally. I was gone. So I am grateful that God, even though He's just like creeping around, he just sent a little breeze to me just now. I can't not give up. I cannot give up, and I'm here to tell people not to give up because that's the point. The point is for you to give up and for your lineage that's coming after you for them to get confused and get lost. But once you give up, you ain't gonna fit in nowhere because you gave up. It's just as we're living the matrix. It's the same exact thing. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you, Brian, for watching my live and just having that little conversation with me. I really and truly appreciate it. You know what I mean? I don't really go live a lot, but I think I feel more comfortable going live on Meta on on Meta. I'm more of a crybaby over there. I get over there when I go live on Meta. I'm meditating. I'm really meditating. Sometimes I see where I go live over here on YouTube. I'm not meditating today, so maybe that's the reason why I'm not crying. But I'm good. I'm good. God got us, even though it appears as if He does not. But that's a part of the Antichrist. It's a part of the world to make you feel like you're in this alone. And in reality, Talita, what's my, hold on, let me see what's my Facebook. I think it's, hold on. Wait. Okay, it's TALITHIAHAYE. I can't even type right here. Start a poll. No, I can't type. I'm trying to type it in here. Welcome to live chat. I can't type. Okay, type. But it's Talithia. And then it's Haye. And a lot of people don't understand, like, why is she on here crying? Look, Talithia. Hi, Anthony. Anthony, I'm getting ready to get off. Talithia. All right, Brian. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. But thank you so much, and hopefully, remember, we end this together. Okay. Bye. Yeah.